On this Junior's Gasoline Alley, we're checking out my WLToys 12428, and we're upgrading to these 100mm diameter Dick Cepek crawler tires. So in this video, I'm going to show you the tires I got, the 1.9-inch Beadlocks as well, get these guys all mounted up, and then we're going to compare them to the stock tires and how they perform. So let's jump into the video and consider hitting that subscribe button if you want to see more videos about these little RC cars in the future. So what we've got here is mounted up these 100mm Dick Cepek tires. Now, when these things arrived, they came in just a single package, and I've got these tires linked down in the description, but I also had these 1.9-inch aluminum beadlocks added. These are gorgeous, and they're for a 1/10 scale, but they actually fit this little RC car no problem, so it's pretty nice to see that. Now, these guys, it took a long time to put together because each of the screws is totally, it's real. I mean, all that stuff has to come together. But what that's allowed for is when these are mounted up on the rim, they've got a real nice, tight fit to them. The beadlock's going to keep them from sliding off. And one of the really big differences between this and the stock tires is just how squishy they are. So these guys are 100mm size, and you can see here, it's definitely a little bit larger, but the other major difference is the width of the tire is considerably wider. So if I put those two together, you can see that we're talking a pretty significant tire width difference. Now, the other big thing is just with the same pressure, if we press down on the top of the tire, this squishes a little bit, but if we do the same with the Dick Cepek tires, it squishes a heck of a lot more. So what I've found with just rolling this around on its own is these tires being so squishy, it definitely takes away a little bit of the, the grip or the performance when you're bashing, because they do roll over a little bit. But on the rocks and crawling, it's a huge upgrade. So we'll do a few speed runs here, check out how it does. But you can see it is still plenty fast. I like these new tires. They're a little wobbly when on the street, but off-road they are so much better. So we'll go in here. You can see it does a pretty good job. For some reason, it doesn't quite have the power in reverse. I don't know if that's a motor issue or tires are just a little big, but that is the case. Okay. There we go. Goes through pretty good. So we're gonna go for another run here. There we go. Time to change up the tires here. So pop these guys off. Throw the stockers right back on. Just like that, we're good to go. But I'll tell you what, does that thing look a little weak right now with these tiny tires? It's amazing what a difference these big old mud country tires, the Dick Cepek tires, do in making it look pretty badass. We've got the original tires on here, and to be fair, it's rained just a little bit, so some of this traction issue is because the ground's wet now. but in reality, it definitely doesn't have anywhere near as much grip. And because the tires are so much lighter, it'll flip pretty easy too. I gotta say, for bashing, I think the small tires are better. They're just a little more fun. Ooh. You can already tell, I mean, it's just not quite as capable. So it'll get hung up on this stuff a little bit more, but the interesting difference is with the big tires, the motor, I think, is just not as powerful in relation, but yeah, it gets stuck like this. Well, it still gets through, it just needs some real human intervention. Well, I think it's safe to say that the little tires are not nearly as capable as the big tires, that's for sure. So it ended up pouring out, and we had to cut the video a little bit short, but I think we got the point across. So the Dick Cepek tires, these 100mm soft rock crawler tires, make a giant difference when trying to rock crawl. I mean, that kind of makes sense. And the little tires that it came with, these I think are a little bit more fun on the bashing side of things. So if you're just ripping around trying to do speed runs or slide the car, I think the little tires do a little bit better job there. But as soon as you get anywhere off-road or you want better grip, these Dick Cepek tires on the Beadlocks make a huge difference. Now, what I didn't get to show you, but I've been able to do on my own, is the Beadlock alloy wheels. Being heavier, definitely keep the whole unit hunkered down a little bit better. So if you're trying to do a steep incline or a climb, the new wheels and tires, not only does the grip help, but the weight does too. Now, that's important to mention. The weight definitely makes the acceleration of the unit a little bit slower. And I mean, you got to think about that. If you've got the same amount of power and you're trying to rotate, a bit more weight, it's definitely going to slow the acceleration. Top speed wise, I don't have a GPS, but it seems pretty similar. Overall, I think the new wheels are a solid upgrade to that 12-428. Well, if you're interested in this or the Beadlocks, I've got both of them linked down in the description. While you're at it, be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about these setups. Was it worth it, or would have you just sticked with the stock tires? And then finally, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can see more RC or car related videos in the future.